Hello everyone, my name is Chinyere, and this is submission for my first tax. So tax 1, which is tax number 16 on the tax PowerPoint slide. So using supervised learning, I'm going to perform a prediction analysis. So I was going to predict the percentage of a student based on the number of study hours. First of all, I had to import necessary libraries, Panda, NumPy, Matplotlib, and Skylin. And I went ahead to read the data using the link, and I got hours and scores. I decided not to call the first 5 values. I just, said, hey, just when this data is not much, I decided not to call the first 5 values. I just called the data itself, and all the values came up. Now, the next thing I did was to identify the dependent variable and the independent variable. And here we have hours as the independent variable, and we have scores as the dependent variable. And the next thing was I did was to have a visual representation of my data, right? So I presented the scatter plot using hours and scores, my X label being hours, my Y label being scores, and I give it the title hours of study versus scores. And also I went ahead to show the visual. However, I went ahead to also, knowing that this is a linear regression, where we have just one independent variable and one dependent variable, and the mathematical formula is y equals to mx plus b, where b is the intercept, m is the coefficient, x is the independent variable, and y is the dependent variable. I just wrote this formula just to cross-check my work when I'm done. Then I went ahead to create a linear object. I called the linear object s_reg, and then assign the linear model so I'll be able to perform the linear regression. And then when I called the s_reg, it gave me a linear regression. Then I went ahead to train my independent variable, which is the hours. In regression, the independent variable is trained while the dependent variable is dropped. So I trained it by saying hours_train equals to s.reg, the linear object already created, .fit, open brackets, data.drop, scores, then the axis is column, there are the scores, showing you that I'm dropping the dependent variable. Then I went ahead to call the variable that I trained hours_train and gave me linear regression. So I'm in order. I went ahead to get the sreg.score, sreg.coefficient, sreg.intercept. I just did this because initially I mentioned that I would want to cross-check my work, nothing out of the ordinary. And then I went ahead to do my prediction. So s_reg the predict, open bracket. Now Python will not read this as a prediction if it's a 1 array, hence the 2D array. If I take away the square brackets, one of the square brackets, and leave just one, it's not going to predict. So in prediction analysis, we use 2D array to predict. Now this is what I got. Now I'm cross-checking mathematically with the formula y equals to mx plus b. I still got the same thing. So it's safe to say that my work tally. Alright, so in summary, the more hours spent studying, the likelihood to get a higher score. And I gave some instances here where 2.5 hours study time, the student scored 21, the 3.5 hours study time, the student scored 30, the 6.9 hours study time, the student scored 75, and 9.5 of the study time, which is what we're asked to predict, the student scores 92. Thank you for listening. Alright, thank you.